Hello and welcome to another episode of Christmas Cards. Today we will be opening our final pack of Dark Neostorm. So, let's get right into it. Okay, first we have another copy of Magical Musket Crooked Crown. Not going over that again because we already did before. Next we have Altergeist Fifinoleg. Monsters your opponent controls cannot target Altergeist monsters you control for attacks except Altergeist Fifinoleg. Also, your opponent cannot target Altergeist monsters you control with card effects except Fifinoleg. It doesn't have a use to me other than that it's a tuner monster, but I already have one. Next we have another packet swap. Already went over that, so I don't need to again. Next, ooh, that's probably going to be worth some money. Orcus Crescendo, a counter trap that says, when a spell or trap card or monster effect is activated while you control an Orcus Link monster, negate the activation, and if you do, banish that card. You can banish this card from your GUI, add to your hand one of your Dark Machine monsters that is banished or in your deck. You cannot special summon monsters the turn you activate this effect, except Dark Machine monsters. You can only use one Orcus Crescendo effect per turn, and it will be once that turn. Next we have a Valkyrie monster. Valkyrie Funft. Is that how you pronounce it? Funft? Or is it Funft? Funft. Whatever. Valkyrie monsters you control gain 200 attack for each of your opponent's banished monsters. If you control a Valkyrie monster other than Valkyrie Funft, you can send one spell or trap card from your deck to the GUI. You can only use this effect of Valkyrie Funft once per turn. Any Germans watching, please correct my pronunciation. Next we have the trap card, Dice It. Roll a 6-sided die and apply this effect depending on whose turn it is. During your turn, banish cards from your GUI equal to the result. Then if the result was 1, send 6 cards to the top of your deck to the GUI. Or during your opponent's turn, send cards from the top of your deck to the GUI equal to the result. Then if the result is 6, banish 1 card from your GUI. I don't have much graveyards relying cards, so I don't know. Next we have another copy of Snowman Effect. Not going over that again. Oh, field spell I probably won't be using. Incantation Thanatosis. When this card is activated, you can reveal one incantation monster in your hand and special summon 2 monsters with that monster's name from your deck, then shuffle the revealed monster into the deck. Once per turn, if a ritual monster is special summoned to your field, except during the damage step, you can target 1 card on the field, destroy it. You can only activate 1 incantation Thanatosis per turn. Next we have, ooh! Let me just make sure I got this name right. Dino Wrestler Eskrimimenshi. It says, if you control a Dino Wrestler monster, you can normal summon this card without tributing. During your turn, if your opponent special summons a monster while this card is in your GUI, except during the damage step, you can target 1 level 4 or lower Dino Wrestler monster in your GUI, special summon it, then add this card to your hand. You can only use this effect of Dino Wrestler Eskrimimenshi once per turn. And we're back to Crooked Crown. Okay, out of the cards I pulled, I think the only one I really want to add is... Dino Wrestler Eskrimimenshi. I would add Dice It, but I don't have really any way to get cards back from my graveyard to my hand or from the banished pile or anything. So I can't really make any good use of that. If it did stuff to your opponent's graveyard or deck, then I would probably add it, but no. I'm just gonna have to go with Eskrimimenshi. Because I love those Dino Wrestlers. So with that, I will end it for today. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to Christmas Cards. Today we shall be opening 6 packs of Genesis Impact. We're opening 6 packs today because to fill out the entire week. Since I just want to have a full week's worth of cards for this week, and I'm doing them all in one day because I want to have time to prepare for my Christmas duel. So let's open 6 packs of the set that just came out this month. And after I open all 6, then I shall decide which card to pick from each. So, let's get started with this one. Alright, first we have the field spell, Live Twin Channel. When a monster declares an attack, you contribute one Kiss-a-Kill monster or one Lila monster, negate that attack. During the end phase, you can target one Kiss-a-Kill monster or one Lila monster in your GY, shuffle it into the deck. Or if you control no monsters, you can add it to your hand instead. You can only use each effect of Live Twin Channel once per turn. Next we have World Legacy World Lance. Monsters your opponent controls cannot attack World Legacy monsters you control. That won't be relevant, except this one. You can only use each of the following effects of World Legacy World Lance once per turn. During damage calculation, if a Link monster battles a monster, quick effect, you can discard this card. The opponent's battling monster loses 3,000 attack. If a monster is special summoned from the extra deck, special summon one World Legacy token to both players' field to defense position. It's level 1 and has attack and defense stat of 0. Okay. Go on to the next card. Evil Twin GG Easy. Continuous trap that says you contribute one Kiss-a-Kill monster or one Lila monster, then activate one of the following effects. You can target one Kiss-a-Kill monster or one Lila monster you control. It gains attack equal to the original attack of the attributed monster until the end of this turn. When a card or effect is activated that would destroy cards on the field, you can negate that effect. You can only use this effect of Evil Twins GG Easy once per turn. Sorry for being cringy there. Next we have the Ritual Monster, Herald of Ultimateness. You can Ritual summon this card with Oracle of the Herald. But it says you can, meaning you can use other ritual spells to summon it too. Must be Ritual Summon when your opponent would special summon a monster or activate a spell or trap card or a monster effect, quick effect. So basically when they do anything, you can send one Fairy monster from your hand to the GY, negate the special summon or activation, and if you do, destroy that card. And it's not once per turn. Next we have, a good generic card for 4-Mage Hat Tricker. If 2 or more monsters are on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. When a card or effect is activated that would inflict damage to you, quick effect, you can place 1 per 4-Mage count on this card, max 3, then you can make that effect damage to 0. When the third Performage card is placed on this card, its attack and defense become 3,300. Next we have, the Fusion Monster, Invoked Cositus. And it specifically lists Alistair the Invoker as material, so I can use Muddy Blood Dragon to summon it. It cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Your opponent cannot target this card while in card effects. This card can attack while in face-up defense position. If it does, apply its attack for damage calculation. It has an attack of 1,800 and defense of 2,900. It's a cool-ass water dragon. Next we have the continuous spell, Trismegistus. The first time each Magistus monster equipped with an equipped card would be destroyed by battle each turn, it is not destroyed. You can only use one of the following effects of Trismegistus once per turn. Only once that turn. During your main phase, you can special summon one level 4 Spellcaster monster from your hand. You can send this face-up card to the GY, special summon any number of Magistus monsters with different names from your hand. I don't know if I'm going to be picking any Magistus monsters, but that doesn't matter. Back to the Live Twin channel. So let's put that down and move on to our next pack. We will pick at the end. Okay, next we have Cyber Angel Benton, one of Alexis's cards from GX. You can ritual summon this card with Machine Angel Ritual. If this card destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the GY, inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original defense in the GY. If this card is tributed, even from the hand, you can add one light fairy monster from your deck to your hand. It depends on what I choose to run. Next we have Endymion, the Magistus of Mastery. You can target one Magistus monster you control. Equip it with one Magistus monster from your extra deck. You can target one face-up spell you control, destroy it, and if you do, draw one card. Then place one card from your hand on the bottom of your deck. You can only use each effect of Endymion, the Magistus of Mastery, once per turn. And I'll save my judgments for the end. Next we have the quick play spell, Magistus Theurgy. Target one Magistus monster you control, equip it with one Magistus monster, except a level 4 monster from your extra deck, GY, or face-up field. If you have at least one each Magistus, Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, and Link monsters in your GY, you could equip one non-Magistus, Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, or Link monster from your extra deck instead. You can only activate one Magistus Theurgy once per turn. Next we have, our first Drytron. Drytron Gamma Eltinen. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned with the effect of a Drytron card. You can tribute one other Drytron monster or one ritual monster from your hand or field. Special summon this card from your hand or GY in defense position. Then you can special summon one Drytron monster with 2000 attack from your GY, except Drytron Gamma Eltinen. You cannot special summon monsters except monsters that cannot be normal summoned or set. The turn you activate this effect, and you can only use this effect of Drytron Gamma Eltinen once per turn. Next we have the trap card, Cynet Regression. If you special summon a Link monster, target one card on the field, destroy it, then draw a card. You can only activate one Cynet Regression per turn. I don't know if I'm getting Link monsters or not. Next we have Drytron Zeta Aldiba. Cannot be normal summoned or set like the other one. Must be special summoned with the effect of a Drytron card like the other one. You can special summon. You can tribute one other Drytron monster or one ritual monster from your hand or field. Special summon this card from your hand or GY in defense position. Then you can add one ritual spell from your deck to your hand. You cannot special summon monsters except monsters that cannot be normal summoned or set. The turn you activate this effect, you can only use this effect of Drytron Zeta Aldiba once per turn. And we have another Tree Magistus. And we're back to Ben. So that's it for that pack. Next, we'll opening our next pack. Okay. First we have Born from Draconis. Banish all light machine monsters from your GY and your face-up field. Special summon one level 6 or higher light machine monster from your hand, ignoring its summoning conditions. And if you do, its attack and defense become equal to the number of monsters banished to activate this card times 500. Also, it is unaffected by card effects, except its own and this card's. You cannot special summon other monsters the turn you activate this card. Next we have, a good generic card, Cyber Skagit. When this card is normal summoned, you can target one level 2 or lower monster in your GY, special summon it in defense position, but its effects are negated. If this card is sent from the field to the GY, you can special summon one Gadget token, level 2, attack defense 0, Cyber Slight. You can only use this effect of Cyber's Gadget once per turn. Next we have Evil Twin Presence. If you control a Key-Skill monster and control a Li-La monster, you activate one of these effects. Target one Key-Skill monster or one Li-La monster you control, and one face-up monster your opponent controls. Switch control of those monsters. Target one set spell or trap card your opponent controls, shuffle it into the deck. You can only activate one Evil Twin Present per turn. Next we have the spell card, Drytron Eclipse. Target one Drytron monster in your GY, add it to your hand. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the GY, you can banish this card from your GY. Then target one Drytron monster you control. It gains 2,000 attack until the end of your opponent's turn. You can only use each effect of Drytron Eclipse once per turn. Next we have another fusion monster, Invoked Magellanka. Yeah, that's it. And since it lists Alistair the Invoker, it can also be summoned by Money by Dragon. Next we have Performage Damage Juggler. When a spell or effect is activated that would inflict damage to you, quick effect, you can discard this card, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. During the battle phase, quick effect, you can discard this card, reduce the next battle damage you would take this turn to 0. You can banish this card from your GY, add one Performage monster from your deck to your hand, except Performage Damage Juggler. You can only use this effect of Performage Damage Juggler once per turn. Next we have, she's pretty, Brilliona, Magistus of Vere. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can activate one of these effects. Add one Magistus spell or trap from your deck to your hand. Or, you can return one of your banished level 4 or lower spellcaster monsters to your GY, and you can banish this card from your GY, then target one Magistus monster you control. Equip it with one Magistus monster from your GY, except a level 4 monster. You can only use each effect of Brillonia, the Magistus of Vere, once per turn. And we're back to Born from Draconis. That does it for that pack. Next, we are opening another pack. Okay, starting off, we have another Herald of Ultimateness. Another Invoked Magellanka. Okay. Drytron Beta Restaban. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned with the effect of a Drytron card. You contribute one other Drytron monster or one ritual monster from your hand or field. Special summon this card from your hand or GY defense position. Then, you can return one of your banished Drytron monsters to the GY. You cannot special summon monsters except monsters that cannot be normally summoned or set. Turn you activate this effect. You can only use this effect of Drytron Beta Rastaban once per turn. Next we have a quick play spell, the Book of the Law. Tribute one invoked monster, special summon one invoked monster from your deck with a different original attribute from that monster's. This is treated as a fusion summon. You can only activate one Book of the Law per turn. Okay. Next we have another Evil Twin GG Easy. And next we have an Xyz monster, number 96, Dark Mist. Is a rank 2 monster that takes 3 level 2 monsters. Once per battle, when attack it is declared involving this card and opponent's monster, quick effect. You can detach one material from this card, halve that attack the opponent's monster, and if you do, this card gains that same amount of attack. And it's 100, so it'll always be 100 more. Next we have another Brillonia. And back to Herald of Ultimateness. That was a pretty simple pack. Next pack. We have another Cyber's Gadget. We have another Live Twin Channel. Ooh, we have Star Drawing. If this card is used for an Xyz summon, you can treat it as a level 5 monster. An Xyz monster that is Xyz summoned using this card on the field as material gains this effect. If it is Xyz summoned, draw 1 card. That's nice. Next we have the counter trap, Drytron Meteor Shower. When your opponent normal or special summons a monster, while you control a ritual monster, negate the summon, and if you do, shuffle that monster into the deck. You can only activate 1 Drytron Meteor Shower per turn. And next we have another invoked Magellanka. And another Herald of Ultimateness. Okay, next we have the field spell, Drytron Fafnir. When this card is activated, you can add 1 Drytron spell or trap from your deck to your hand, except Drytron Fafnir. The activation and activated effects of ritual spell cards cannot be negated once per turn if a monster is normal or special summoned face up while you control a Drytron monster, except during damage step. You can reduce that monster's level by 1 for 1,000 of its current attack, minimum level 1, for the rest of this turn. You can only activate 1 Drytron Fafnir per turn. And we're back to Cyber Skagit. So much repetition. Okay, on to our last pack. Okay, next we have the quick play spell, Drytron Asterism. During the main phase, you can target 1 Drytron monster or 1 ritual monster you control, and 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Your monster loses exactly 1,000 attack until the end of your opponent's turn. And if it does, destroy that opponent's monster. You can only activate 1 Drytron Asterism per turn. Next we have another Star Drawing. Did I say straw? Okay, next we have Extra Foolish Burial. Pay half your life points, send 1 monster from your extra deck to the GUI. You can only activate 1 Extra Foolish Burial per turn. You cannot set spells or traps during the turn you activate this card, for some reason. Next we have Nightmare Unicorn, a Link 3 monster with 2,200 attack. It takes 2+ monsters with different names. If this card is Link summoned, you can discard it. 1 card, then target a card on the field, returning to the deck. Then, if this card was co-linked when this effect was activated, you can draw a card. I don't think it will. You can only use this effect of Nightmare Unicorn once per turn. While any co-linked Nightmare monsters are on the field, for your normal summon, for your normal draw in your draw phase, draw 1 card for each card name among those co-linked Nightmare monsters, instead of drawing just 1 card. I'm using that effect because I won't be getting any other monsters if I get this. Next we have Evil Twin Challenge. Shame we didn't pull any of the monsters. Target 1 Kill monster or 1 Leela monster in your GUI, special summon it, then you can apply the following effect. Immediately after this effect resolves, Link summon 1 Evil Twin Link monster using monsters you control as material. You can only activate 1 Evil Twin Challenge per turn. And we have another Endymion. Ooh, I was hoping to pull this one. Bahram the Magistus Divinity Dragon. It's a level 8 Synchro Dragon monster. It says, while this card is an equipped card, the equipped monster cannot be destroyed by your opponent's spell or trap effects. You can only use each of the following effects of Bahram the Magistus Divinity Dragon once per turn. Okay. These are effects I can use. If this Synchro Summon card is destroyed, you can destroy all face-up cards your opponent controls. And at the end of the damage step, if the monster in this card is equipped to battles an opponent's monster, you can destroy that opponent's monster. And we're back to Drytron Asterism. Okay, good. I can now decide which cards to pick from each. I don't think I'll be taking any of the Drytron Evil Twin or main Magistus stuff. Maybe. From the first pack, I shall add Invoked Cositus. No, okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me make sure that's the only copy of Hat Trick I pulled before I decide not to get it. Yeah, whatever. I don't need it. I shall be adding Invoked Cositis, yeah. For that pack. So I can summon it off of Muddy Mudragon with either the Ink Token or my Skirt Squid. And for the second pack, I shall add yeah, why not? Since it's the only one I'd want to add out of these. Endymion, the Magistus of Mastery. From the third pack, I shall be adding check the other ones with those reviews. Make sure that isn't that's one of those. Yeah, okay. Yeah, from this pack, I shall add Invoked Magellan, so I can use Muddy Mudragon to summon it with any of my various Earth monsters. From the fourth pack, I shall add Rilliona. From my fifth pack, I will add Cyberse Gadget. And from my fifth pack, from my fifth pack, I'm adding Cyberse Gadget. And for my sixth pack, I shall be adding my favorite, Varum the Magistus Divinity Dragon. And with that, I shall end it here. My deck is complete. I will see you when it's time to do... I gotta do this right. If I'm gonna do this, I gotta do this right. I will see you when it's time to duel!